It is not really a story, a photo story, but it's a project about a reflection on our perception of images, of the thousands of images we undergo every day. And the question is about how these images work and how we perceive them, and how we are in relation with these images. And the idea was to find a visual solution, a visual form to represent this process, trying to show disappearing process of images. They appear and they disappear really quickly in our memory, and I think that they leave a trace. So I'm interested in in showing something about these two processes: our mental process of perceiving and elaborating images we see every day, and the photographic process, which is itself irresistible, because light can create and can destroy a photograph, and if you don't fix it, the light continue to impress the paper on the surface, and the image that developed time after time, and it became just it become just a stain. So it was the starting point for me, and then I tried to merge this idea with the technique, with the means, with the photographic means itself, using light, using chemical reactions, which is the base of photography. The process was on choosing these pictures, and I decided to use those pictures which can look like icon, or maybe they will become icon, but they didn't, for different reasons, and they are similar to other thousand images. And yes, I was interested in to use these images and to see to show to show the disappearing process of them. And moreover, I used the Moleskine object to as the surface of printing these images, and I am interested in the fact that Moleskine is the classic object where we put down our thoughts or information we need to remember later. And it's interesting to the contrast between this idea and imagery of this object, and the fact that the images printed inside are destined to disappear. I chose to use pictures, obviously under Commons Creative and copyright, and I found them almost all the pictures on the Wikipedia Commons, and it was a little bit interesting because they are images used to represent some different article about events, and so they are already pictures with a role of representing a larger and more general theme. I think it's an incredible occasion to confront with people and photographers from all over around the world, and to confront, yes, to have discussion, to talk about pictures, to see different approaches, to see different point of view. I think is the best way to open your mind, to consider different styles, to consider different way you can use to express something. And I think this is really indispensable to understand how to continue your work, and how to update, and how to add something new in your work. And yes, I think that masterclass situation is the best way to go deep into this idea of updating your mind, your point of view about your project.